They're trained. They all think they're princesses. They all think they are the best. They all believe you are the one to provide. Each one of them is 100% sure. The most expensive clothes, the most expensive resorts, the most expensive lifestyle awaits them. But she can't do anything herself, and she is looking for a sucker to gut it out of. In modern reality, a woman loves not a man, but the lifestyle he provides her. And your job is never to bribe with lifestyle. Your head is dumb. If you want a woman to love you, you need to look for one who doesn't give a shit about what you can give her. If you come in and say, I'm rich, I'm smart, I'm this, I'm that, what does she do? She thinks, here's the sucker who's going to be the one who makes my dreams come true. She doesn't give a shit about you. You're replaceable. You're just, let me explain it to you so you understand. You go to a restaurant, you don't really care what kind of waiter comes up to you. Hi, this is Arsen. What you've just heard is only half of the original broadcast. The full version is only in my private channel, and it will never be on the internet. So if you're interested and familiar with it, welcome to join us. The link is in the description of the video and in the first comment. We already have more than 60,000 members. We are very much looking forward to you. It makes no difference to you which officer approaches you. The food will be the same. Maybe a little nicer, maybe a little nastier. But in general, you can put up with just about any person who provides access to the kitchen. Explanation? Yes. Here's on the virgin versus virgin thing. Here's a woman saying if a man is looking for a virgin, he must be a virgin. What are we asking? Yes, here I was on a women's channel. If you were sitting in the mirror of a women's channel, you would have heard it and understood it. One girl started telling me that life is unfair. She is not 16 years old. She wants to be loved for her soul. Why is she disqualified only for biology? I asked her. Your favorite actor? Here's the best looking one. She calls me Chris Evans. That's who played Captain America. Marvel. I say, imagine Chris Evans. He's in love with you. He's got a 25-centimeter penis. He's smart. He learned Russian for you. He's not sleeping with anyone else. He's your nitpicker. I asked, how tall are you? She says he's 6 feet tall. I say he's 5'5". That's the only thing. I say, if you loved him, would you give yourself to him? And she says, no. Show me a picture. And she says, no. I say, oops. When a woman says, if a man demands virginity, we ask, do you want a man who is shorter than you or taller than you? Taller. Do you want a man who makes less than you or more? More. Do you want a man who is smarter or dumber? Smarter. Do you want a man who is stronger or weaker? Stronger. The question is, how so? You should want a man who's your absolute equal. You bench press 20 pounds and he bench presses 20 pounds. You make 50,000, he makes 50,000. Ruble to ruble, centimeter to centimeter. But you want more, that's all. And let's continue with the fact that in that condition, virginity does not imply male form. Virginity. I mean virgin. Virgin. There's no word for boy, young man. Youthfulness does not exist. Virginity does not exist. Also, biologically. I'm asking you a simple question. Who do you feel better in bed with? Someone who's more sexually experienced than you? Or someone who doesn't know what's going on? Just ask a girl. Do you like it when a man is really good? Doing some fucking thing that you don't even understand at all, and you're dying for it. She rolls her eyes, says, yeah, I love it. That's why a man looks for virginity. And a woman is looking for the opposite of virginity, which is not applicable to a man at all. You see what we're talking about here? Again, we have to get the woman to agree with our thesis before we say it. That's when it's not going anywhere. The only reason men are constantly losing endlessly to women is because they are not aware that war has been declared. It's coming. It's going on right now. And it's coming right now. And they explain to you that it's okay, it's all good. You think that's the behavior of a parasite in the wild. The parasite clings, releases a neurotoxin that puts your defense mechanisms to sleep. And you start to get used to this parasite. You start to feel like you're native to it, that everything's okay. Do you want me to prove to you that they're fucking crazy? Plum, plum, plum. In terms of love and all that entails. 99% of women who, if they left you, then they find you have success with other women, there's nothing they can do about showing up at your club again. She left you. She left you. But she saw that you liked other women. That's what that motherfucker wrote. In her stories that we've been going over today, it's hard to accept, not that he's gone and doesn't want you. It's hard to accept that he wants someone else. You know? It's an attitude as an object. I say again, they treat you like they're slaves, only disobedient or out of control. That's their meta-narrative. They feel like math teachers who can yell, who can punish, who can put them in their place, and everything that goes with it. Why do women know that war has been declared, but men don't? They don't really understand it themselves in that sense. The world has tabooed the male form of submission. Physical. Hitting is not allowed. Mental violence was not taboo. What would you choose? To get kicked in the head by me, or to have the girl you loved who broke up with you go and give herself to 5 strange men to fuck, videotape it, and send it to you? Look at the better choices you made. I'd rather have someone kick me in the head. I'm not telling you in the head, am I? So physical violence is a lot less painful than this kind of psychological violence. You're really underestimating the... there's a Russian saying, a fool is a fool, but he doesn't eat soap. Don't underestimate how much women realize how much control and manipulation they have in their hands. Don't underestimate it. They have a very clear sense of when they can pull your strings and when they can't. One of the most arousing things for a woman is when she has lost the ability to pull your strings. God forbid that happens. She'll freak out. She'll go fucking nuts. She thinks you're a totally disempowered puppet. At the deepest level, you know why? I'll explain. Women only love the disobedient. Women only love the insubordinate. Women only love those who don't fall for what they do. Do you know why? I'll explain. Do you understand what predictability means? Imagine you have a laptop and you press spacebar happens. You press enter happens. You press restart happens. You hit caps lock happens. So my laptop, my keyboard, it's completely predictable to me. How do I start to feel about it? That's it, which is absolutely predictable, always available and amenable to unambiguous and typical manipulation, then ceases to be animate in our eyes. That's it. So, she smiled at you, you're glad. She texted you, you're there. She praised you, you feel good. She said bad things to you, you're upset. So, what's her perception of you? You're a doll, an inanimate doll, like she used to play with when she was a kid. You push a button, it does the same thing every time. She controls you completely, and when she praises you, you don't give a fuck. She scolded you and you told her to fuck off. Who are you to teach me how to live my life? She said, I'm home alone, come home. You say I'm playing PlayStation. Please don't distract me. That's when she realizes that you are a person, that you are a living person. So you lose because you allow your desire to scorch your need. A relationship with a woman is a sexual market. You come into the marketplace and you start that way, out of recognizing that you just fucking need it. It's a matter of life and death. Here you come in and say, I need water. I'm gonna die. I wanna buy water. If I don't drink it now, I'm gonna die. And they give you a price, whatever you got in your wallet. You say, oh fuck, it's a fucking robbery in broad daylight. You take it out and you give it back. So it's precisely because you have very low access. You value very highly any opportunity for contact and interaction with a woman. You make them feel that way. They feel like they're side A. They feel like they can control. And they will wipe their ass with you, in between giving freebies to those they consider alphas. Do you want to close the gender question for yourself? Answer. In today's world, now in 2023, the only way to do it is to get rich. Be fit, beautiful, pleasant, and deal with the mind game that's going on right now. You'll have closure. The robbery and relegation to suckermen happens regardless of the fact that the woman is from a complete loving non-conflict family. If you give her a knife every time, Igor, honey, and if you do, you can fuck me over. Sooner or later, she'll be tempted. I've had cases when I felt so much with women that I'm not a man, I'm some fucking Zeus who came down to fuck her, that they didn't even realize it was cheating. I mean, I sleep with a girl. She says to me, can you please help me with my boyfriend? It's happened 7 or 8 times in my life. I'm hanging out. I'm like, what do you mean? You have a boyfriend? She says, well, yeah, that's it. I said, you're not embarrassed that I fucked you? Well, it's you. I mean, there's someone in life they don't talk about, but it's you. But you, who treat them humanely, they'll wipe their ass with you after I fuck them. I mean, emotionally wipe their ass. Yeah, there's somebody in there. Has gotten away from herself, and here you come. You're going to listen to her personality. You're going to listen to her needs. I answer, you have to ask her if she's willing to date a man 10, 15, 20 centimeters below her height. She says no. You say, are there any girls you know, at least one, who would be willing to date you like that? No, you're asking why? It's a very primal thing. Height is an indicator of physical ability, physical strength, physical dominance. Why is that important to you? If these primitive things were not important for women, we would see absolutely equal numbers of tall men, short women and short men, tall women. But the ratio is 9 to 1. So only 1% of couples are low man and high woman. Why is that? And it's been that way all the time. That's how they like to come up with that, oh, fashions change, used to like fat people. I'm explaining that's bullshit. At all times, absolutely at all times, men liked slim women. What? There is shown, here fat ones were drawn, here some curvy ones. It is the same that now, in 1,000 years, scientists will dig up internet archives and see beauty shows where women walk down the catwalk in the suit made of sofa. He says that in those days it was popular to wear a dress in the shape of a couch. Hey, it's Arsen. What you're reading now is only the smallest part of a huge 2-hour broadcast. Well, 10, 15 minutes. If you're interested in the full version, connect to us. Arsen Markarian's base. The link is in the first comment and in the description to the clip. There is not only this broadcast, but hundreds of others. Everything is searchable by topic, and it is very easy to find information on your relevant request. There are more than 60,000 of us. We are waiting. Come to us.